Hello, my name is Carla Rosas, and today I'll be presenting the multi-state outbreak of Salmonella Typhimurium infections linked to frozen feeder rodents. Today I will be talking about Salmonella Typhimurium, how it became a multi-state outbreak, and how we can prevent this problem from occurring again. What is a public health issue? 41 people from various states, including California, New Mexico, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, contracted Salmonella typhimurium linked to frozen rodents from the brand Arctic Mice sold at PetSmart stores. This occurred between January and May of 2014, and it affected people younger than 1 year old up to elders of 69 years old. 54% of ill persons were female, and 16% of people were hospitalized, but there were no deaths. This epicurve on the left was released in May of 2014, and here we see the number of people and the date in which these cases were reported. The epicurve at the right demonstrates the final count of ill people when cases were reported in late May. The current situation is that the outbreak specifically regarding Arctic mice is over. The company continues to release their products, but salmonella outbreaks are still common. One example being Asian wet markets, in which a study concluded that rodents found in those markets were carriers for the bacteria that causes salmonella. A much more recent example is the brand Kinder and its chocolate being contaminated, specifically the source being a factory in Belgium that caused an outbreak in 11 European countries, and most ill people are children under 10 years old, and there has been 9 hospitalizations. So the problem here is that the outbreak resulted from an ingestion of salmonella causing bacteria, from improper handling of the product, and a lack of sanitation. So some solutions to this problem were that the FDA were able to trace back sales and shipping records that indicated that it was reptile industries the source of the outbreak. Upon the company being failing to recall its products from stores, the FDA released an announcement urging consumers to dispose of the product in a manner that reduced contact from both children and the wildlife. In addition, the Oregon State Public Health Laboratory conducted sample tests on rodents that determined that they were the carriers for the bacteria. So now we wonder, what can the public do to prevent falling ill, whether the product is contaminated or not? Some recommendations are the proper handling of the product with precaution. One recommendation involves using gloves and disposing these in a proper manner so that your skin does not come in contact with the contaminated surface of the glove. In addition, and most importantly, it is recommended to sanitize, whether this includes the area in which these rodents were placed, and most especially your hands, with warm water and soap. Thirdly, if you feel ill, it is important to seek medical attention immediately. An action plan I believe that should be taken is that the USDA should create new regulations for the safety of meats and poultry. In addition, the FDA should improve testing for salmonella in foods and make these standards a requirement and not a recommendation. Lastly, local meat markets should ensure that their distributors have tested the meat for salmonella using the plan created by the FDA. In conclusion, although the multi-state outbreak was not expected, people should take precaution when handling dead rodents. I believe that the community should be more cautious when cooking, given that rodents aren't the only source of contamination, but salmonella is caused by food contamination. So therefore, I believe that people should be more cautious when cooking and be aware of the products they consume and where they buy from. I believe that federal food and health agencies should make food regulations mandatory and not recommendations, and that local government and meat markets should ensure that stores follow state sanitation regulations and that no pests reside in these locations. These are my references, and thank you for your time.